Alright, what's going on, guys? Before I jump into my stats and classes, I just wanted to show you guys this jump shot that I hit. I really wasn't expecting to see anybody when I jumped up here, much less actually kill somebody, so yeah, that was definitely a surprise. I'm probably going to be using this jump spot in the future, so that's why I wanted to show this, just in case any of you guys didn't know about it, which I'm sure there's probably a few of you that already did, but just in case, for the few that didn't, there you go. It's obviously useful for situations like this when you have a one-shot kill weapon like the Sparrow or the Annihilator, or heck, you can even grab like a War Machine, I think, and just hop on the rock and just constantly jump up and down and launch your tubes directly onto the flag to try to save it. So yeah, there you go. If you want to do that, then go for it. And actually, since I'm showing jump spots, I might as well just show you guys this one too. This one's for the C head glitch, because there's always a guy head glitching there whenever they're trying to cap the C flag. So yeah, if you want to try to hop up here and try to pop them off that, then there you go. And also this one by the B flag window. You just jump over to this wall and you can see on this little truck head glitch, whatever you want to call it. So if you want to try popping somebody off of there, there you go. But anyways, that's enough tips and tricks from me for the year, so let's move on to stats and classes. So I'm already Prestige 8, and I have 4 days played, and I think I mentioned in my last video, this is the most COD I played since Modern Warfare 2, and obviously I wasn't lying to you guys. I probably already would be Prestige Master, but I mean, I think I did stall on Prestige 1, 2, and 7 to complete some Diamond and Specialist camo challenges, but really I just don't care too much about Prestige Master because I think the icon looks ugly in comparison to other icons, or other Prestige icons, and I don't know, man. I just really wish they would take my suggestion. I suggested to Vonderhaar like a long time ago, back in 2011, I think, and even earlier this year before the beta came out, that once you complete all the prestiges, once you hit max level, you should be able to go back and choose which prestige icon you want to use. You can just go back and select which one you want. You don't have to like stay at that one max level prestige icon. You can just choose whichever one you want once you go through all of them. And I think that's a great idea. Most people on Twitter agreed, and I don't think it would be that hard to add into the game. So I don't know why they they haven't added it into the game. I guess they're just ignoring me, or not enough people have suggested that idea, and they're just not really paying attention to it. But it would definitely solve the issue of like hitting a prestige icon that you really like, but you have to move away from it and to hit max level, and you just don't like the other prestige icons, so you're kind of like, miserable about that. So yeah, I think that's a great idea. I really hope they do it in the future. Let me know if you guys would want that, and go ahead and let Vonderhaar know, or other developers know, so they can maybe include it in the game. But anyways, moving on to score per minute. 563 is not quite where I want to be, but it's probably going to go up. I'm going to try to get it to at least a 600. And win-loss, I don't play in full parties, actually. People thought I played in full parties, but I actually hate full parties. I think they're just a major pain in the ass. It makes it way too easy to win games. They're boring. You're just constantly making people rage quit. You're constantly fighting for kills. So I try to avoid full parties at all costs. I actually think parties of 2 or 3 are best. Just having at least one other person that you can somewhat rely on just makes the game so much more enjoyable, and you don't have to deal with all the negatives of full party. So yeah, if I had to give you a recommendation on party size, I would say go with a party of 2 or 3, but that's just my preference. I mean, if you like playing in full parties, then just go ahead and do you. You don't have to listen to me. But anyways, KD, sorry to disappoint those of you that were hoping for the return of the 8 KD from Black Ops 1, but I can't go through that again, man. Not because I'm not really capable of doing it anymore, but I really don't want to go through that stress anymore. I mean, I'm a tryhard by default. Obviously, having a 4 KD makes me a tryhard by default, but the level of sweaty tryhard that I have to ascend to get to an 8 KD, it's horrible. It really is. Like, you just have to play focus the entire time. You can't let anything distract you. Like, usually when I play Call of Duty, I have like music playing, I have a stream in the background, or I'm in a Skype call, or I'll have a TV show or something. I usually have something that like is sort of dividing my attention between the game and that. So I'm usually not even entirely focused on the game. I actually have room to make mistakes when I'm playing. But when you're playing for an 8 KD, no, there's none of that. Like, there's no fucking around like that at all. Like, it's just constant sweat. That's all it is. And you just have to like snort so many lines of like Adderall and G Fuel mixed together before you play each game of COD. Like, it's just, no, I can't do that, man. I just can't. Like, I don't want to. So yeah, sorry to disappoint you guys. You're just gonna have to deal with my scrubby 4.5 KD. A 4 to 5 KD is just so much more enjoyable to hold. Like, it's actually something I can do like while playing somewhat relaxed. So yeah, sorry once again to disappoint, but anyways, moving on. My deadliest weapon is the Vesper. Obviously, that gun is definitely my favorite gun in the game. As an SMG rusher, it just tears people apart. Deadliest specialist is Reaper. Haven't really used it too much actually, but the few times I have equipped it, I got so many kills with it, so it definitely is really good. Deadliest score streak is the Sentry gun, and my most played game mode is Domination. I actually do like Domination quite a bit, even though the spawns constantly flip. But anyways, on to the classes though. My classes are all pretty much the same, honestly, for the most part, as far as perks go for my SMGs. Also, my attachments are pretty much the same too. Quick draw, extended mags, and fast mags. I just think they're really valuable for rushers. It's just it's great. Being able to have a bigger magazine and being able to reload faster just makes it so much easier to deal with multiple enemies. So I definitely think these are the best attachments for rushers and SMGs. Secondaries, lethals, and tacticals. Ever since they gave us the option to not use these, I just stopped using them. I think the points spent towards those are better spent towards extra attachments or extra perks. I mean, secondaries, they're definitely good in this game, but you can always just pick up a gun off the ground at any point in time. Like if a teammate dies next to you, you can just pick up his gun, or if the very first enemy that you kill, you can just run over and pick up his gun. So yeah, that's why I don't run secondary weapons right off the bat. And lethals and tacticals, it's really just personal preference. I just really don't like relying on lethals and tacticals for kills. I'm more of a gun-on-gun kind of guy. But obviously they're useful. Otherwise, I wouldn't be running flak jacket and tac mask on all my classes. So it's really just personal preference. I'd say they're more useful and competitive when you have to make crucial kills or defense with trophy systems. So I would definitely use them in competitive, but in pubs, I think you can get away without them. Obviously, you can get away without them. I'm doing just fine without them. So yeah, I never run secondaries, lethals, or tacticals, unless well, actually, I do have one class with EMPs whenever I have to deal with sentry guns, but aside from that, I never do. So moving on to perks, my perks are always Afterburner, Flak Jacket, Fast Hands, and Tac Mask. Flak Jacket and Tac Mask are obvious. I just hate dying to explosives and stuns, probably more so than most. I really do hate it. It's so annoying, so aggravating getting stunned, and so I just want to avoid that at all costs. So I always run Tac Mask for sure. Flak Jacket, every now and then I switch to my Ghost class when I notice people aren't running too many explosives, but for the most part, Flak Jacket is also a staple perk in my setups. And Afterburner, you don't really need it. I think I kind of mentioned in my last video, but for the way I play, it kind of is. It really is a necessity. I'm just constantly knee sliding, I'm constantly jumping and wall running, and it just really helps me with my rushing. So that's why I run Afterburner. You don't need it though. You can substitute that with like Ghost or something. Fast Hands, I kind of already explained. It just makes it so much easier to pick up a secondary weapon off the ground, and you can swap weapons faster, and also it lets you pull up your gun faster after sprinting, so that helps with rushing. And this class is actually the only class I have that's different from my other SMG classes. I have EMPs, and I only have 2 attachments, Quick Draw and Fast Mags, and that's basically my anti-sentry gun class. I really don't use it too much at all. And this class is the class I bring out when I want to be a complete dick. Like if I run into complete dicks, I'll be a complete dick right back and put on an M8 and just pop people's melons off. So yeah, this is my dick class, and this is also a class that kind of goes against what I've said. I do have a secondary on this, but that's just because I really don't rush around too much with this. If I pull out that class, that's only going to be because I'm going to play like a dick and like head glitch, which is really rare actually. I barely ever pull out the M8. I'm always SMG rushing, but yeah, those are my classes. That's my standard perk setup for the most part for my SMGs. I'm not really much of an AR player, so if you're looking for AR classes, I'm sorry. But yeah, that's all I got, man. Those are my classes. If you want to copy them, go ahead. If you have other class suggestions, or if you want to just go ahead and save your classes, I would definitely be interested in seeing what other people are running. What people think is actually good in the game. So if you want to go ahead and give me your class setups in the comment section, I don't mind. I would actually be interested in reading that. But anyways, that's all I got. Thanks for watching, and I will actually see you guys later tonight, maybe, possibly later tonight, or sometime early tomorrow. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you later.